Removing weeds, when you have decided to avoid using herbicide, is a full-time job. Fortunately, some machines make the task a bit easier. Sadly, these machines are heavy and powerful, and if you lose control, even for a second, something like this might happen. This 3-year-old store-bought apple tree broke by the Graft Union. It was one of the best apple varieties in my orchard, and it was not easy to obtain. So, I needed to save the variety, and I decided to start by trying to regraft the rootstock stump. I first needed to cut a few scions from the broken tree, selecting those that had the buds still dormant. With hot weather starting, I decided to protect the scions from dehydration by wrapping them in parafilm. In late winter or early spring, this step is usually not necessary. Next step was cutting the stump to obtain a good uniform surface for grafting. I always trim the cut with my grafting knife to smooth the grafting area. Bark grafting is the best choice in this situation, even if the bark is still not slipping easily. With this grafting technique, you need to make a bevel on the side that will be in contact with the cambium. On the other side, I usually only make a small cut. Don't force the scion all the way in. A small portion of the bevel should be above the bark. For this type of graft to succeed, you will need to apply some pressure. This can be easily achieved by using tape. An elastic tape, like electrical tape, is ideal for the job. Be sure to apply tension with each turn. With a small piece of tape, cover any entry point to the graft area. Cover the grafts and all the area with a pruning mastic. This will keep air and water away from the grafts. If rainwater creeps in, the graft will fail. Even with the parafilm, the scions will dry out if the sun is too hot. As I am grafting in April, I need to protect the graft from the sun during the first couple of weeks. This will give the graft time to heal and vascular tissues a chance to join. When the first scion buds start to wake up and break the parafilm, I remove the aluminium foil. Check the link in the description for other bark grafting videos if you need more information. The second option is grafting the variety to a new rootstock. This will cover for the off chance of the bark graft failing, so I don't lose the variety. The broken tree was grafted on an M7 rootstock, turning into a small productive tree in my orchard clay soil. I don't have the M7 available, only the MM106. The resulting tree will be a bit bigger and might take more time to start producing fruits. Grafting immediately after potting is not a good option, but it's one I will have to take. Since the scion and the rootstock don't have the same diameter, I will use the Modified Cleft Grafting technique. The cuts used in this grafting technique are not very well documented in these shots. Please refer to my video on Modified Cleft Grafts to see the technique in more detail. A link is provided in the video description. I prefer this technique over the normal cleft as it provides for a better graft union and an easier cambium contact. Instead of the parafilm that I'm using to cover the graft, you can use a rubber band or any elastic tape. The use of a pruning mastic is usually not essential if the graft area stays well protected from the rain. When using plastic tapes, don't cover the buds, or they won't be able to break free without cutting the plastic. As the broken tree piece has a few small roots, I decided to plant it to see if it survives. With such a small patch of roots, most of the tree branches will have to be cut as the roots won't be able to sustain them. I decided to keep two small branches with only a few leaves and remove all flower buds so the tree has a chance of surviving. Even if the tree survives, it might not do so well, as the variety will be underground and will develop its own roots. The reason for using selected rootstocks is that they are well adapted to challenging soil conditions and have disease resistance. The variety, on its own roots, will probably die quickly in the waterlogged clay soil of my main orchard. So, I decided to plant it on a patch of sandy, well-draining soil instead. If it survives, it will like the slow release of nutrients of this organic fertilizer. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share and leave a comment to support the channel. Hit the bell to receive notifications of new videos.